Welcome, this is Joshua Benoist in Autodesk Product Support. So we're on video 12 in our series where we're talking about how to use Parametric Part Builder to make parametric multi-view parts. So let's look at the problem statement. Pause the video if you need to read the problem statement, and let's move on.
Okay, so in that last video, all I did was click the OK button. I think it said the video time was up just as I clicked the button, but basically you can see the extrusion is there now, and that was kind of the third method of making an extrusion. So anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the connectors. So I don't necessarily like how I did this down here. You know, we had to build in this 1 inch and then subtract 1 inch from A4, kind of a convoluted way. I probably should have just gone straight from this point up to a point right there and then over to the center. May have been easier to do. So, you know, we can delete these dimensions and redo that, but I'm a little concerned that if I start deleting dimensions and points here, that it starts deleting other objects. Because everything, you know, we followed a process, a procedure to build this thing, and you know, this point down here is based upon knowing how to find this point, which was based upon us drawing some lines and dimensioning them, and ultimately through the workflow, if I delete some of these other objects, it may ask me to delete a whole bunch more. So I'm not going to go back and fix this. We'll just have to work on this dimension here with formulas and stuff. So let's do that. When working through the formulas, what we need to do, let's first add our connections in here. So let's add connections. So I want to make sure I get this guy there. Enter the connector number. He's number 1. Please add the height dimension. So the height of this is this length A3 right there. Oh, you know what? It's wanting me to select geometry, not... So we need to start over. Go back to connections. Add connection. We're going to make sure we choose this point. Enter connector number 1. Add height dimension. So we're actually dimensioning the height of it is from here to here. Pick dimension position. Stick it kind of somewhere out here. Add the width dimension, which is from there to here. Stick it over there. Okay. So now we've got connection number 1. Now let's go and add connection number 2, which is actually up here. Make sure we find this guy. It's not liking it. Let's orbit around just a little bit so that we get some more perspective on where it's trying to put this. I believe that's the one we want right there, because that looks like it's lower. That's what we want. Connector number 2. Please add the height dimension. So I think height is actually from... we never added those dimensions in there, did we? Well, height is from here to here. Dimension position, we'll stick it over there. And the length of that guy is from here to there. Stick him over here. Okay. So those are now dimensioned. And I suppose that this dimension here and that one there is redundant because we had connectors there, but it doesn't matter. And so we've got those dimensions added due to the connectors. Now we have all the dimensions in place to put formulas here in the model parameters, and we're out of time.